How's it going, everybody? This is Cameron White with White Light Astrology, giving you guys your weekly forecast of what the heck is going on in the universe for December 4th through December 10th. We're almost at the end of 2017, and this is going to be a big week. Now, we had a lot of this kickoff with the, new moon in Scorpio, full moon in Taurus. Now we're at the full moon in Gemini. As I'm recording this, Mercury just went retrograde as well. You see, Mercury's already retrograde. I'm already switching things up. This week, we're going to see so much energy take place, and it's going to be very intense. Mars is going into Scorpio. Chiron's going direct. We have this really big full moon in Gemini. It's opposing Saturn. It's opposing Mercury. Bringing everything that we need to know into our immediate awareness. Everything that we've been searching for, all of the clarity, it's right here. It's all in front of us. We just have to ask the right questions to get to the answers that we want. And we have to really be aware of what's really going on. This full moon in Gemini this is Gemini energy. This is all about talking, socializing, asking questions, learning for more, speaking everything out. And we have all of this Sagittarius energy of searching for the truth, of getting the clearer picture, of going towards a certain vision and a certain path. And as we have Saturn right here at the last degrees of Sagittarius, we've worked this path, we've gone down this path, and as Mercury conjunct Saturn, it's like we think we have it all together. Now it's time to retrograde. It's time to look deeper within. It's time to reevaluate and really look at this travel that we had with Saturn and Sagittarius. This is about really getting connected with what that truth is again. Where have we been? Where are we going? Where do we want to go? Is this the right direction that we want to go? And this full moon in Gemini is really going to highlight the emotions around this. Now, tomorrow, as the moon officially opposes Saturn and Mercury, this is when we're going to see a lot of this come to full understanding. Today's kind of just, the start of it all. And as we go into this week, Monday, full moon still in Gemini. It'll be past the full moon. It will still be opposing Saturn and Mercury, though, and that's going to be really deep. Mercury's in retrograde right now. We're really starting to process things in. We've been stretching ourselves so far. This is all Sagittarius energy. How much more can we really go at the last couple degrees? And as Mercury retrogrades, it's time to take all of that adventure, optimism, faith, hope stuff that we've been, going a certain direction with and bring it on the inside. Take this Mercury retrograde, internalize it. What do you believe? What's really out there? What's on the other side of the mountain? Like, if you're on a road, you're driving up, what's on the other side? What have you envisioned? Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to be? What is the essence of all that? And what does it mean to you? And this full moon in Gemini is really going to just show us. And then as Tuesday, Mercury will conjunct Saturn at 28 degrees. Chiron goes direct. And Chiron's been retrograde since what, like June? Chiron retrograding at these last degrees of Pisces. This is where Saturn and Chiron are squaring. This is where it's getting intense. This is where it's being rough. We've had this Chiron-Saturn square where it's like we have this energy of we need to be going somewhere, we need to be taking things in a certain direction, and Chiron's just like, but we don't know where to go. Everything is right here. Everything that we need to know, everything that we need to experience, everything that is, this is Pisces. Like Chiron and Pisces is kind of like that healing and suffering almost behind, I don't want to say spirituality, but going through the thin veil of this reality and other realities that we can create. And as Chiron goes direct, as Chiron's been retrograde for the past couple months, it's been a learning experience of where is the pain coming from? Where is the healing coming from? And that's going on with inside of us. And as Chiron moves direct, it's this opportunity that we get to have to really heal ourselves and close that out as far as like, hey, we don't need this anymore. We've healed this. We've worked through this. We've come to understand this and be with it. Again, Pisces is all about being with the energy, being in the moment, being with the environment. And as Chiron starts to move forward, squaring Saturn, it's done squaring Saturn really, but as it does its square with Saturn, this is like letting go of all that and becoming clear and becoming more in touch with your environment, in touch with the reality of right now, of being here, of being with, all of that kind of deeper stuff, really. Well, what else we got going on this week? We got the moon in Cancer. It's going to be T-squaring Mars and Uranus on Wednesday. The moon will conjunct North Node, and Pluto will move to 18 degrees on Thursday. And as the moon conjuncts this North Node, this is the last grand fire trine energy we're going to be having. Sorry about all my papers just starting to fly everywhere. Let me get this tucked in. But as the moon conjuncts the North Node, this is the last time we're going to have that grand fire energy with the moon conjuncting North Node and Saturn and Sagittarius and Uranus and Aries for quite a while. And this is going to be that last kind of boom. As we have this moon go through Cancer, T-square with Uranus and Mars, that's going to be the ultimate decision maker. That's going to be the ultimate trusting the universe part. This is going to be the ultimate looking inside and getting tapped in with your gut and just believing what is right. You know, you might be experiencing this Mars opposed Uranus energy still of, you know, I don't know what to do yet. I have so much I want to do. And as as the moon goes through Cancer, this is the time to really trust our instinct, to trust our gut, and really listen to what the universe is saying, what our intuition is saying, and move forward with it. And as the moon conjuncts the North Node, this is the time to rise into our power. This is the time to really get courageous. This is the last couple of weeks of 2018. What are we going to do with it? I apologize for the wind, by the way. I know you guys have been saying that. I don't have a microphone, and yeah, thank you for working with me. Then moon will conjunct North Node. We have this last grand fire trine. That's going to be on Thursday and Friday. Then we have Mars going to Scorpio, Saturn, Mercury, and Sun still squaring Chiron on Saturday. Moon going into Virgo, opposing Neptune, square Sun, and Venus on Sunday. Then all of a sudden it's like we have that last second of courageousness, of faith, of hope. We step into our power with this Leo energy. It's like every time the moon conjuncts the North Node, it's just been really nice to see that in a collective consciousness type of view of everyone stepping into their power when the moon conjuncts the North Node, or really being aware of where they need to go, regardless if that's a negative situation or a positive situation. Man, there's so much noise going on right now. I apologize, everyone. There's a plane. It got windy all of a sudden. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. Anyway, thank you guys for dealing with this. I apologize. I'm working on getting a microphone and all of that set up. However, yeah, then Mars goes into Scorpio. Mars going into Scorpio is that, like, all right, the races are off. Mars in Scorpio is going to take us on whatever adventure he wants to go on. This is the first time he's been in Scorpio since he retrograded there last year. And as Mars goes through Scorpio, we're going to see ourselves get really raw. Our energy is going to be like no bullshit. I'm sorry that it is so windy right now. But as Mars goes through Scorpio, this is where we get that, okay, we're not settling for anything less but the truth. We're not settling for anything less than what our purest, raw desires are. And that's what we're going to be taking action on. And that's why I'm saying, you know, usually I'd be like, Mars is going to Scorpio, everything's going to be fucking sick and crazy. But this week's deep, guys. This week's deep. This week's deep as fuck. Get into that truth and that clarity. Get into that understanding with this full moon in Gemini. Chiron goes direct. Like, really be aware of where that healing came in your life this year and where the pain really came from. It's going to be a really big realization, and it's going to be a very healing thing. And then as Mars goes into Scorpio, we know what actions to take. We know where to go. We know what we want to do, and it's time to go do it. The moon will be in Virgo as Mars goes into Scorpio, and that's like, it's time to heal. It's time to go. It's time to move forward. It's time to get specific. And as the moon opposes Neptune too, it's going to be kind of like, we're not really wanting to get confused right now. We're wanting to get clear. We're wanting for this healing. We're wanting for this groundedness. We've got to find some sort of a routine or a habit in order to put ourselves in to really channel this Mars and Scorpio energy a lot better. And then it will also be squaring Sun. It will be squaring Venus on Sunday. And then it will be squaring Saturn and Mercury. And then it will be opposing Chiron. I'm talking about the moon in Virgo here. As we go through that, that's going to be, what's the best way to word that? That's just going to be, we're cutting out the bullshit. The moon in Virgo, this is the nurse, not afraid to get her hands dirty, not afraid to work on the patient, you know, who just ripped his arm off and half his face is bleeding out. Like, you got to have to like, well, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work. We got to do this, 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 this. And with all this mutable energy, don't get so confused, don't get overworked by it, don't have an anxiety attack, for God's sake, please. However, just do what's right. Do what's gonna heal yourself right now in order to move you forward into the future that you want to be going towards. And I think that's what's going to be best. I got to end this video now. It is so windy, and I apologize for everyone. I don't even know how this is going to sound, but this is the video I'm doing. This feels right. So thank you guys again so much for watching all my videos, following me, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. I love and appreciate all of you. Sending you guys white light, love, abundance every day. Very much thankful for you guys. You want to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or anything, it's White Light Cam or White Light Astrology, one of the two. And I'll be seeing you guys next week for your What the Heck is Going on in the Universe.